Welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. I'm quite enjoying it. I'm liking the new industries. It's really working well. So our city is coming along pretty nicely. It's the little town things that I'm doing here is it feels a little bit closer to each other than I would like. So I'm kind of wondering whether I should start something new all the way out over here. How many of these spaces can I purchase? I have no idea. Is there something that I know? How many do what do I have? I've got one. I don't know if I can. I don't know. And if I can, maybe it's just like one. Oh, I can't. I've purchased all of them. So, to be very honest, I think I probably need to build a little bit more town thing on here. And I'm kind of keen on maybe doing a little something on the ridge here. See how that works for us. Potentially I could use this road here and then just run down that way. So let's do that. I'm going to grab this road. I'm going to use what we have there at the moment. So let's extend it out that way just a tad. And now what I'll do is I'll use the freeform tool. And we're going to try and get it to function a little bit like a road that we could have out onto a little ridge over here somewhere. Something like that. We could do another road down here. Actually, that could work quite well. And then we could have this road run at the top here. Well, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, so if we do that, did we want to do a very small little roundabout at the end there? I think so. I think I'm going to grab this little tool over here. And we're going to do, hang on, which way around? This way around. So let me just grab that. Like 2. Is that, yeah, 3 by 3 by 3. That's too huge. Let's try that again. Like 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, and like so. So that's our little roundabout right there at the end. A little bit of a turnaround at the end of this road here. Good. Now let's run down here with some water. Okay, so we'll do this thing like so. So we're going to run water all the way to the end there. Nice. And now what I'm quite keen on doing is seeing how we can actually squeeze some of these things. And I was thinking to do a little bit more high density here. I think it'll look pretty cool with those kind of bigger buildings right over there. But let's form them a little bit more in our favor. So something like that. Yeah, these can all go. Nice. All the way like so, huh? We could even do... And maybe these will be smaller houses instead. So let's maybe do a few like that. Maybe even, actually, maybe let's do a few shops at the roundabout at the edge there. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. And we can do a 4, like so, a few little shops at the end there. I think that's going to work quite well for us. This side, however, is not actually playing along for us. That's okay. I think that's fine. What we could do is we could bring in a few more pieces like so, maybe like that and like that. Yeah, actually that can work. Just so that we have a little something to connect onto on that side. We'll start with the first side of the road there, so we'll see what that brings for us. So let's get the city to keep going. See how things start to fill in over here. The thing I keep forgetting about is the new mail service. Let me just see where that is at. A little bit of mail service over here. I have been placing them around. This place is completely no mail. So where shall we do mail over here? At the back there? Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Let's do a bit of mail over there. See if that covers us a little bit. Maybe we'll do even an extra station. A little extra mail service right over here next to the school. Something like this maybe. Like that? Yeah, let's do that. Bit of mail right over there. Nice. Now most people here would have mail access. The farms don't, it seems. Wondering how important that is. This section does still have some mail access, but we'll probably do another one over here somewhere. I'm kind of liking the stepping that's happening over there. So obviously we've got some stuff over here that's not quite working just yet. Okay, at the same time I'm going to grab one of these roads. Shall we do? What shall we do? Maybe one of these. Something with a little bit more interest. Let's start it off straight. Ooh, no. Yeah, let's start it off like that. And then what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and freeform it a little. Something like that. Down here, and then right at the water's edge there. Good stuff. Now what I can actually do, so now all of that is actually working. These little stores here looks a little weird. Anyway, that's fine. What we're going to do is I'm going to fill in the other side of this as well. So let's do something like that. Let's close those out. Let's do a little like that. Try and make it look a little bit more varying in terms of sizes. That's pretty good, and like so, and we'll not take it up all the way over there. So this could see a little bit of traffic happening over there, but I like it. I like it. Trains are doing their thing. The roundabout finally is kind of sorting itself out a little bit. Not too busy over here. May still at some point remove the parking. This section is kind of working. There's something a little funny over there. Not going to worry about that too much, but all of this is working quite well. These roads are getting fairly busy now, but I'm liking it. It is actually working properly. Lots of traffic over here. Nice. It's filling in nicely. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. What I'm pretty keen on doing is filling in this area over here as well. What I'm kind of tempted to do is actually run that back up there. We'll see about that. So let's grab this road, get the straight on, and let's see if we can run the straight. Yeah, it's not too bad, but probably we need to twist it back a little. So I'm gonna just go back on this a little bit. I'm gonna use the same road though, and then once we have that, I'm just gonna see about twisting it out like that a little bit. Yeah, that feels a little better to me, and we'll do a little something like that. Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to get rid of some of those areas. And this one, I'm almost thinking we just run that back straight up here somewhere. So let's grab it and see how we kind of twist it in. Okay, let's actually start it over here. Something like that. I like keeping those 90 degrees. So let's see about a bit of that. Nice. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty good. So now we can do a few little things off of here, but we'll have to see how that works. This road could get pretty busy, especially given that it is the high density stuff that I'm doing over there. I'm gonna see how I could probably do a little pieces off of this section over here as well. So that area could get pretty good. This is kind of going to be the central area, so I'm thinking commercial over here. So let's do a bit of a district then. Let's grab a district like this, and that's going to kind of be our... So Crest Hills, actually, but what I want to do with that is I want to do a commercial area that is organic and local produce, or shall we do entertainment area? think we're a little small to be going entertainment area, so I'm going with organic and local produce for now. I'm gonna make sure that we use the same road over there, and we're gonna run it a bit straight in there, so that section should hopefully work quite well for us. And then what we could do is we could start running a few pieces in on these sides and get a little bit of a layout going on over here. I'm also pretty tempted to start reshaping the grid in certain sections. Something like if we do this one, yeah, let's do that. So let's pause it just for a second. I'm going to grab this road and we're going to do this one on the straight, right? So I'm going to run it like that. Okay, and then what we'll do from there is we're just going to grab the standard rows for now. And I'm going to want to do a little something like that, maybe, yeah. Okay, oops, not exactly there. Yeah, something like this is going to be, I'm going to like doing that. Just a little bit more interesting. Okay, so now let's continue this one. Where's that road actually? Give me that one that we've been using here. Let's run it a little straight like so again. Let's grab this one back here. We're going to tie it in there, and then we're going to go with the standard road. And I'm kind of tempted to kind of tie these in over there. So let's see how that would work. If I do something like this, okay, and we'll do something like that. Does that? It looks pretty sensible to me. It looks pretty sensible. What we of course could do is tie in a little somewhere else, maybe. At the very least, what I'm thinking is we're going to take a little path over here, and let's just get that snapping, oops, wrong one, snapping to switch off, so we can run the path like so. Yep, perfect. Back on with snapping there. Oh, actually, same thing on this side. Let's switch, get the path to do that so that you can actually walk into this area a little bit better. And this will be like commercial stuff, right? And we're going to start off with the lower density pieces like so. Yeah, in there and in there. Okay, perfect. We'll start off with that. And then what I'm thinking is let's do a little bit of high density in that section there. Okay, so this is probably going to get a little busier right in there, but that's pretty cool. What I'll do is we'll go back to lower density over here again, like that, and like that. Something like this. All the way around there, and one more over there. Perfect. So there we go. That's a little bit of an infill right there. So let's get our water connection. We'll run this one straight through here. Along the road there, we're going to get the snapping back on, and we'll run a straight section through there. We'll actually tie these in underneath there. And what we'll do is we will run a bit of water in through there. Perfect. So that's a good start right there. We'll see how busy that gets. I'm tempted to take that exact same road and do a straight section like that. Actually, you know what I want to do? Let's do that. Okay. And we'll do something like that and see how this will look. No, come on. Do it properly. There we go. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And now what we could do is, I'm just thinking we probably well, what we'll do is we can time some pathways over there. But what we'll also do is we'll just get a few of these, and we'll just do a few straight sections through here. Come on, right there. Come on, come on. Okay, what we'll do is that, and then we'll just do a little bit of a... It's not quite working out for us on the curve there. Okay, so we'll have to do a little something else there. Instead then, maybe just do this. Let's do that. You know what I'm tempted to do here? Just go back here and say, let's take that off there. So what we can actually do now is we can fill in a little better on that side and make a little better use of all of this. And that now doesn't really make a lot of sense. So what I'm tempted to do is let's claw this one back a little. Let's take it there. Yes, perfect. And we're going to tie it in like so, and we'll just take the entire thing into that kind of setup there. Yep, I like that setup as well. Now let's go back to this, and we'll continue to fill in these sections that we are going to maintain here. That's pretty cool. Similarly, I'm thinking we don't need to zone that section, but that's fine. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is probably add a little bit more kind of residential in here. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Take off some of these sections. That could work. Then we'll do a little bit here on the railway. On there. That's pretty good. Something like that. People can have nice bike access here. Similar thing over here. Ooh, I'm gonna need to... We'll do it like that, and we'll do that, and then I'll run the little pathway in there. And on this side, we'll do that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I need some water here. Let's get the path up and running quickly. There we go. We're going to need a bit of a crossing somewhere over there. Excellent. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's looking good. Now, let's get the water on this side too. We'll add a little bit of redundancy there. Nice. That's pretty good. Now, let's run this thing and see how everything pops up. We're going to need... We'll expand the rest of this as well. Don't worry too much about that. Actually, pause it for just a second. We probably need to... Now that I think about it, we probably need to run this one through here instead. And at the same time, what I'll do is I'll just get rid of that. And this then. So we'll just get rid of that like so. Now what we'll do is we'll try and tie this back up again. Okay, so at least there's a few things happening over here. At the same time, quickly grab this pathway. Get rid of the snapping a little bit. I'm going to take the path like that. And I'm going to take the path like that again. So access to various places where people want to walk will be available. While we won't be putting too much pressure onto this road over here. Kind of tempted to get rid of the parking over there as well. One thing. Since we're already doing that piece, I'm tempted to do the self-sufficient buildings over here for residential as well. So sorry about that. We're going to lose that when that happens. Are we getting power to jump? Not quite. So what we could probably do is there's this kind of smaller cable we can use. Actually, that doesn't quite work for us, does it? Let's see, a suburban power line. Excellent. So let's just run the suburban power line across like so and see how that ties everything together. Gives us a little bit of power jumping across here. This thing has for some reason gone onto the wrong side of the road. That's okay. starting to look pretty cool over here, and I'm thinking that it's going to give a lot more people going to want to walk this section. Over there and over there. Good. Is this getting any busier? No, not yet. Okay, so now with this all happening, we're dropping a little bit in the demands over here. What we do need, however, is probably a few services. So we've got some mainline services over there. So that's not too bad. How are we doing in terms of medical? That's also not too bad. Maybe down here is becoming a little bit problematic. Actually, let's grab that standard road and let's do... Oh, big city! Finally the crematorium is open for business and some water treatment and another tile, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so let's make sure we run that one pretty straight there. We'll see how we can tie those in a little bit better. I'm liking our little road here and the little offset in the grid that we've got going on here. We have to see. I'm also thinking maybe a bit of a parking area in some locations could be a good idea. Nice, nice. All of that is working pretty well for us. Oh yes, I was busy looking at this. So education is certainly a little bit of a problem over here somewhere. Since we're going to have on this side, I'm thinking this side is better. Let's do a little bit of a school there. Okay, so that's a good starting point. A little bit of a school. People get some access to stuff. The high school is over there, so that's not a big deal. But the primary school right over here is looking good. Okay, so these things is underway. There is this station over here to provide better, well, kind of more local access. We just need to have a look at how frequently we cross the rail tracks and how we do that. This could become a problem. We're going to maybe want to do a bridge at some point into the future. What I want to also have a look at is see what's going on over here. So let's have a look at our ore industry. Absolutely almost nothing is happening in terms of ore industry over here, though we are up to level 2. Oh, no. We're working towards level 2. It's not level 2 just yet. Yeah, absolutely. That's the case. What's happening over here? Yeah, it's still pretty busy with that movement over there. And I'm worried that some of these things are taking up a lot of our demands. I'm not going to add any more industrial area here just yet, because we still want to try and get our other demands to work a little bit better. I think our system is starting to work pretty well. Are our fire department vehicles on the way to come and sort some of these things out for us? I hope so. Any fire department vehicles anywhere? Oh man, I hope this entire place doesn't burn down. At some point we can add the choppers. I'm not sure that we're quite there yet in terms of able to afford it, and we're pretty far away from the water as well. So that could be another problem for us. Anyway, our traffic is starting to build up a little, but let's continue on our journey over here to just get this to work a little better. Now, give me again that same road, and what I'm going to want to do is run it, yeah, something like that. We're going to run it parallel like so. So let's grab this, and we'll tie it in there, and that's pretty cool. And then what we'll do is we'll get some of these with trees and things, and we'll just kind of run it a little bit like that. So there's a bit of a view of doing it here. Okay, so let's extend this bad boy. So I keep running it straight over there. Oh, doing a lot of straight things here. Now let's see about turning that to. Okay, let's start it off like this way, and what we'll do is we will turn it in like so, and at the same time I'm going to run it to join the other side as well, so there's some access to that side, though this could, because that's a very short distance, it could be quite problematic if it's not done properly. Then over here, I would like us to add a few bits and pieces that we can make use of. So we can do a few things like this. Yeah, that's probably about the best use of that little section there as well. Yeah, that area is looking pretty good. I'm gonna double it up on the other side as well. So let's grab a little more high density piece over here. So this road through here is gonna almost be a bit of a main street look and feel. And then that's kind of that market area over there. So that intersection, which is the only one in, could get pretty busy. Let's do a bit of low density then towards the back over here. And the other piece that I wanted to do is maybe grab a bit of a mail facility over here. So we'll do a bit of that. So we have local mail collection and things going on. Nice, that's looking pretty good. Let's add some more. Again, what I'll do before I do all the zoning, let's get rid of the zoning on here. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. We can again tie in some pathways and walkways and things like that. Let's fill in this section. Let's fill in, well, we could start making use of a piece on this side too, actually. Let's do a straight section through there. And we'll see. Okay, so that's a little bit of a cul-de-sacs that they can make use of. So we'll get a little bit like so and so going on there. Get some more in here. Yeah, we'll see how that works. Probably not have any water here just yet. So let's make sure to run some water in that direction too. Nice, this area is filling in a little bit. Are we seeing a lot of demand here? Well, the train just left. How full is the train? Not too full, but I think once all of these things start filling in, things will get busier and busier. Right, that section looks pretty good for me. I'm liking it. How's our demands going? Not too much. Okay, what I'm keen on maybe doing is getting a bit of a crematorium in here somewhere to do the death care piece for us. And I'm almost tempted to just have it straight in there. Oh, there it's starting to fill in there. Yeah, maybe that spot is something quite central and a good spot for one of those things. Gonna see how we're gonna do a few things on this side as well. Yeah, let's continue this piece of road straight here for a bit, and then I'm kind of tempted to see how best we can kind of do that. We're obviously not going to run straight down there. That's becoming a little too intense. But what we could do is we could meander it down there. That's not too bad. Let's start that piece again, and I'm going to do it just very short here. Just a 5 or so, just for that straight section, and then do the free tool. And what we'll do is we'll slowly start to meander it a little bit, like a contour road. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I'm liking it. I am liking it. How does that work? Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. A bit of a contour road down there. Yeah, absolutely. I think that works. Now, oh, and that's tying those in there. That's pretty cool. Now we just need to see whether there are specific ways we can actually make use of this area to get that to work. This could also, well, it won't work as a park. In the real life, a park like that could work quite well, but because of the terracing that the various assets does over here, a park like that wouldn't work too well for us right now. Okay, are we gonna extend our high density stuff over here? I think so. Let's keep going with that. Let's do, I think that's probably okay the way that is working over there. We don't want this to get too busy either, So I think that's okay. That's the busy sections are there. This will get very busy if we keep going high density though. So we'll have to see. We could do a few more pieces of high density. So let's see about running a little bit like this and high density and a little bit like that and even all the way along the train line. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So we'll do that in high density. We can also even do a few of these sections like so in high density. I'm going to just trim that back a little bit. I don't want them to open up on that road. What we'll do is we'll finish off this section here in high density as well. So something like that. Then what we'll do is we'll pop in some low density in the middle here. We'll start it over there, and I'm kind of tempted for us to maybe add a bit of a fire station somewhere. Something like that. How's our police coverage looking? Not too good. Anyway, we'll probably fill it out a little further down. Okay, so that's going on. Let's get some of those basic parks in place. Or should we do a nice big park somewhere over here? I think that could actually work. Filling it in over here between whatever roads. Alternatively, on this side. We'll see. Let's think about that a little bit. Okay, let's run a little bit of piping through there so everybody's got their water going on. Getting pretty busy down there. The other thing that we currently don't have is a university. So I'm kind of tempted to get ourselves one of these community colleges or something. Institutes of Creative Arts, that's a high school replacement. This where is the there's a bit of a community college or something that I've got. There we go. PTB Community College, and I'm tempted to have it opposite the rail line. So that's a little bit in the way over there. So I'm gonna get rid of these guys. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the community college in there. At the same time, I will run a path through there and actually include include a pedestrian crossing as well. So let's run that up like so. Perfect. Let's get rid of that little bit of zoning there and those pieces there. The rest could still work. And then at the same time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab us a crossing right over there. Nice, right in front of the train station. That is awesome. So now we've got a community college in place as well. So we can get some university students in the city now. And hopefully with the increased education, what will happen is we will get a higher industrial demand. But we do need a fair bit more commercial. So this area is looking pretty cool as well. Where I wanted to do some commercial was all the way over here. This central area here could be commercial as well. And I always thought this could be some kind of a, farming offset, given that we've already got these things in here. What is this? The equestrian center in here. I was thinking like a kind of a market or something. But what we'll do is we'll just grab this and we'll put a little bit of a district right in there. Okay, like so. Linden Park was quite interesting and could kind of be a park as well. But what I wanted to do here is actually give us commercial. This one, thank you. Perfect. So that's in there. And then what we'll do is, but I'm thinking we'll do the higher density piece like so. Okay, hang on. Pause it for a second. I'm tempted to also run little paths through it as well. So before all of that gets built up, get above ground. Let's get rid of that piece just ever so quickly. And then what I'm going to do is we're just going to grab some of these nicer paths. And what we'll do is we'll just do a little something like that. And like so. And like that, and maybe a little something like this as well. There we go. So now we've got, and let's do that piece as well, just to finish it off here. Perfect. That's a little bit of a gap there, but that's pretty cool. Wanted to, all of these other ones are kind of okay. Just the big one that I want to grab a crossing for is over here. Well, let's do it everywhere. Let's do it everywhere. So we have crossings wherever we need crossings, so you can get to all the sides of the road you potentially need to. So I'm liking this. I'm hoping this is going to fill in quite nicely, and we'll have some trees and stuff in there. Yeah, pretty cool. The integration of areas like this with some parks could also be cool. We could add some parks in the middle, but that'll be pretty small now. The alternative is do a nice big park somewhere else. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's a pretty good use of that space. I wanted a little bit of a something with a bit of a feel like so. This is getting really busy, and we're not seeing any use of this, and that's nice and cheap now. So see, the bigger part of town is now over here, so the demand to go over here seems to be much less and is not resulting in big issues over here anymore, and I don't think it's that either. Oh well, it could be. It could be the cost, so we could take out the toll at some point. Now, we still have almost zero demand for industrial. And how does this go? This is producing a fair bit of stuff for us, and we're getting a fair bit of money from our industries. But over here, we're not quite doing much just yet. Let's have a quick look. Oh, and we probably need to end this episode. So yeah, this is producing almost nothing. Acquisition, own production is like 5 tons. It's very low. We're not doing anything with this. This really needs to be expanded. But guys, thank you so much for watching. So the areas of Crest Hill and Linden Park are starting to fill in quite nicely. We are increasing our population ever so gradually. We're expanding our demands a fair bit as we go. Of course, we need a little bit more water production through here. Good stuff, but I think I'm liking it, and I like this little contour road, and seeing 1 or 2 trips being made up and down there. That is starting to look pretty cool. With us not actually zoning on this road, it means that there's enough space for us to upgrade that into a bigger road later should we need to. But really, this is the road that's going to carry most of the traffic, and then this one is too. And I'm kind of tempted whether we actually tweak this highway connection and kind of tie those in there with some kind of big, nice interchange right over here. We could, but we probably need a few more squares, something like that. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. If you've liked it, hit the button, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.